Hi, welcome to the first episode of whatever we're gonna call this. Something about coffee. I'm hoping because I'm assuming that every time we record this, we're probably gonna have a coffee.
We have actually two each.
We have two. Yeah. One's from Tim's sponsor. Not really.
That would be a good sponsor.
It'd be a great sponsor. I don't think they'd do it though.
Are you sure?
The other is what's it? How do you say it? Nestle or
Nestle? I think.
Nestle?
That's how I've always done it.
Okay. Yeah. No. I went out and I bought the coffee grinds from the grocery store,
Yeah,
and I don't know. It's cheaper. You don't have to go to the Tim's
I don't. Yeah.
that often. This is why we're not sponsored, because we're saying don't go to Tim's.
I mean, we both have a Tim's coffee at the moment. So
That's true.
what's
Yeah.
that say?
Unfortunately, there's no video, so we could just really describe the coffee.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna drink that one first because it's not.
Yeah. Let's do
thermal
that.
deal.
So this is our first podcast, kind of a trial run. We got Adam Quiring
That's right.
over here. I was going to introduce you as Addy Q just for
Addy
fun,
Q?
but
That's
like
all
you know how obnoxious radio names are.
Adam. That's my name.
Chatham.
Chatham.
Yeah. That's
Good old dome meme for you.
yeah, it goes into the memes there. Jerome, and I don't know. I think we're just gonna probably eventually get like guests on when if we could get 3 or 4 friends in the room at one time.
Yeah. It proves harder than you would think, but
Yeah,
one of these days.
you know those podcasts that interview celebrities and everything.
Yeah.
Imagine like this is D-list celebrities.
Yeah. Imagine that, but not celebrities.
Yeah,
That's
and then
what-
imagine me already shit talking our guests before we even get any.
If one of them's John, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'd say the most successful person we might get on here would be Manny.
Yeah, probably.
He has
Probably the most
a
clout.
YouTube channel,
Yeah.
Cascade Sense. Check it
Yeah.
out.
It's crazy. I never knew there was a market for that. Like to just do like scent reviews for like cologne.
It's Manny's like the most niche person because he finds
it
markets
is.
for everything. Like he and like there's stuff that are big markets, but I don't know if it's like the westernized version of us. But you and I have like no idea what it is. Like
Yeah.
he has markets in fragrances. That's his YouTube channel,
Yeah.
and then he has markets in Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Which I recently traveled to Japan and I didn't realize it's still a big thing over there.
Dude, people are getting back into it. I'm telling you.
Like people are just sitting at corners of the street. I'm just like, what's going on? And then
Yeah.
they all have Pokemon Go on their phone.
Oh, it's Buck Wild.
It's crazy. And then I don't know. His what he finds information about everything, which is like
It's impressive.
I'm really hoping to get him on the show because
Yeah.
I want to know where he finds the time for everything.
I know. He's supposed to be on this one.
Yeah, he didn't
Yeah.
find the time for this. So
Yeah. He found the time for lots of things, but not this.
yeah.
Fine.
It's
It's fine. We don't care.
Yeah. So I don't know. I figured it would be a good kind of introduction episode to kind of gauge out our personalities
That's right.
and kind of see what we're all about.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which I'll be honest, the most communication Adam and I have is memes.
Yeah, pretty much. Even when we worked like right next to each
Yeah.
other, that was the majority of it.
It's like sending memes to your friend, but you just waste company ink.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you just print it out and then post
Yeah.
it on the other person's cubicle.
What we lacked in pay, we made up for in ink. Free ink.
That's why we couldn't get a raise.
Like, listen, you print too much.
They go over their budget. They're like, well, we had like a few grand set aside for Adam and Jerome, but this ink levels are just
Yeah.
redonkulous.
Yeah, they're really breaking the bottom line here. Yeah.
So where do you get like your majority of your memes, or like do you have like
I
a
let them find me. Yeah, like I'm just on like Twitter or Instagram and I'm like, oh, here's a random meme.
so Twitter and Instagram is your go-to then?
Oh yeah, I guess that would be the answer to that question.
Yeah, way to like completely subvert that answer.
Yeah, but still, they do find me. Like I don't really follow meme accounts anymore.
Yeah. How about do you go on Reddit at all?
No, honestly, not really. I just find like there's too like the comments kind of upset me.
Really?
Well, it's just like people like, okay, for every like really good comment, there's like 20 that are just really, really like trying.
That's
too
why
hard.
you sort. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I sort by the top comments, so
Yeah.
like at least it filters. But if you go on like let's say a YouTube channel or Instagram or whatever, those
Mhm.
comments are atrocious.
Well, I don't look at those.
It's awful. I do
can't.
sometimes, but it's so bad because
Yeah.
like those ones, I think they filter by new, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, at least Instagram does. I'm not sure about YouTube, but Instagram, yeah.
No, YouTube is now like by likes essentially.
Oh,
Although you can search, like you can like
you could search
you-
comments.
or not search, but you can like sort them.
Okay,
Yeah.
and what like the meme culture itself? How would you say it's changed? Because like dank memes used to be a thing, and like
Yeah.
I mean, I follow a subreddit called Dank Memes,
Yeah.
and it's still very prominent.
Yeah.
But like I mean like I guess rage comics used to be a huge thing, and now it's like the most inside joke ever is like the meme.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to follow, honestly. Like I used to be really into like the really like shitty memes.
Like the rage comic ones, or
Yeah, I guess it would be like similar to those.
yeah.
Like just ones that are just unbelievably stupid. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
always really into those, but I think like my taste has somewhat changed now.
Fair enough. I like the memes where it's like on Reddit, going back to there, you'll see a meme about something on one subreddit, and it'll be so popular that they'll reference it in a different subreddit,
Yes.
and it just makes you feel like you're part of the inside joke.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But then without context, you'll show it to someone else, and they'll be like, "Why? What's up with your humor, man? Like, why
Yeah.
do you think this is funny?"
Oh yeah, like I'll be dying laughing at something, and then my girlfriend will be like, "What are you laughing at?" And I'll show her, and she'll be like, "I don't get it." It's like, well, fuck. Like, and then you try to explain it, and then it becomes even.
Oh,
less
anytime
funny.
you have to explain a joke,
and then it
it's-
becomes even less funny.
Yeah. There's no time where you have to explain a joke where people are like, "Oh, that's actually really funny,"
Yeah.
and truly mean it.
Yeah. No.
Like if you ever watch a stand up, they'll never like stop their joke and then be like, "Okay, this is why it's funny," and then
Yeah. No. Never. Never.
once you go down that rabbit hole, it's done.
Yeah. Basically, but I don't know. Like.
I like the the doggo
Oh,
memes
yeah.
or any kind of
Classic.
animal meme. Like the wholesome memes are nice.
Oh yeah.
I I follow this one subreddit. It's called porn memes.
Oh my god. Is it the ones that just like the porn stars doing random stuff?
Mainly, yeah.
Yeah,
It'll be
oh my
like it'll
God.
be like a cropped out photo of a porn star in
Yeah.
action, but like it'll be cropped so it's completely safe for work.
Yeah.
But you know the context.
Yeah. Oh, I really like the ones where they would use like it used to be it was an older one, but they would get like porn scenes and then use paint over top of them.
Oh,
and
yeah,
to
yeah,
make them
yeah.
into like really
I
wholesome.
saw
things.
those and I saw them in GIF form, so it
Oh
was just
my
even
God.
funnier.
I'd never seen the GIF.
Like
ones.
I can't remember. Like I think one of them. I don't know where we're going with this podcast. Like how vulgar it's gonna get, but one of them was like I think it was a girl jerking off two guys, but they put the MS Paint on it, so it's like maracas.
Oh yeah. I've seen this.
So it's just like it's something for the whole family to enjoy.
Mhm. Yeah, I love those memes. They're the best.
Yeah, I mean like I don't know what kids are subjected to nowadays. Like with because everything on the internet is so readily available, and everyone.
Oh, yeah.
At the age of like 6 is already on like iPads and
Oh yeah.
watching YouTube and sometimes like for example the Momo challenge. You heard about that, right?
I don't think so.
No.
Maybe
okay.
I just don't know the name. I don't know.
Okay, I'd say search it up on YouTube right now.
Okay.
It's essentially like some trend where they put it over like kids videos like Fortnite or whatever,
yeah.
and it'd be like a creepy looking girl. I think she's like a Japanese statue that a Japanese artist made.
Okay.
And then there'll be a voiceover of a kid being like, "Okay, you got to kill your parents, or
oh,
else I'm gonna
this
come."
weird fucking thing.
Yeah.
I never knew what it was all about here.
Yeah, so it's like it's essentially, it's like a Japanese statue or a piece of art,
Okay.
and I think typically you'll just see the face, but I think it's like you look at the bottom half. I think it's like a chicken kind of bottom half. But anyways,
Okay.
so it plays in the middle of like a kid's video, so it's hard to find, right?
Oh.
And then it's I think it's a recording of a kid being like, Momo's gonna kill you unless you kill your parents or whatever.
Oh, that's a little fucked.
Yeah, I mean, and then like that's so nefarious because it's not even like, hey, Momo's gonna kill you unless you give me your parents' credit card. Like
Yeah.
then it's like, okay, he needs money.
Okay.
Momo needs money, but no, it's just like now you're just trying to spread anarchy, and it's like
Yeah.
That's pretty weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I was I think it was yesterday. I was driving with my nephew in the back seat, and I was
Right.
listening to I'm trying to listen to podcasts more to steal everyone's ideas, so to make mine as best as possible.
Absolutely.
And they're talking about like fucking and everything, and I just and to be honest, I didn't really have many other podcasts queued up, so I just turned around my nephew in the back seat. I'm just, hey, just don't say what they're saying, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Just this never happened.
Yeah, no, it's fine. And then that same podcast, I mean, not the same episode, but I'm listening to the same podcast today, and then they're talking about giving like dry blowjobs. I'm like, well, thank God he's not in the car anymore.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like I mean, look at like let's be real here. Kids now, like they're definitely watching porn by the age of 10.
Are they?
Oh, there's no fucking way.
I'm afraid to go through like kids' search history. I don't know if I want to find what's on there.
I mean, yeah, no. You want to think they're all pure and stuff, but like parents, like your kids are definitely watching porn. If you just give them an unrestricted iPad, there's absolutely zero chance they have not either even stumbled across porn.
I think it was last year when they dropped like the top 20 hits on Pornhub, and near the top was Fortnite.
I could believe that very easily, yeah.
So, do you think that's like kids doing it, or do you think?
Oh,
those
it's
are,
absolutely. Or weebs, I don't know, one of the two.
or weeps?
Or weebs. Could be weebs. They search all that.
So,
It's like Overwatch. Remember the Overwatch?
Oh,
that was a
man.
huge thing.
well, that's I mean, they do in these games. They do sexualize the characters a lot.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'd say for the girl characters, they sexualize it, but then for the guy characters, they'll put like fucking 2-meter long shoulders. So I don't know if that's sexualizing guys.
I mean, realistically, no.
I mean, like, have you ever seen Rescue Heroes as a kid? And their feet are huge.
Yeah, exactly. But like now it's like dad bods are coming back.
Are they?
Oh yeah.
Oh, jeez.
You don't even have to try anymore. It's fantastic.
Stop going to the gym then.
Oh, that's a dangerous game right there.
Do you work out at all?
Does it look like a workout, Jerome? Does it look like I fucking work
I
out?
really wish we had a video because it doesn't. It doesn't.
Wow. Okay. Wow. You're just gonna say that.
No, yeah. I mean,
No, it's true though. I don't.
yeah. It's. I mean, there's a lot of benefits to it, like other than not dying early in life from obscene obesity. or whatever.
No, that sounds stupid. I don't know if that adds up.
But it just being healthier. I think it helps emotionally, mentally as well. Like I've heard people with like depression or mental issues.
Absolutely.
But then when I know you don't work out, but when do you think the earliest someone should work out?
I mean, as soon as you hit your 20s, like there's a steep, like let me tell you, I used to be that kid who would literally eat trash all the time, as much as you want.
And the metabolism hits.
And yeah,
I mean, stop sitting.
Then it stops, and it's a wake up call. Although I worked out for a bit. We both signed up around the same time. I was doing it, and then
Did we?
yeah, we both went to LA Fitness.
Yeah.
Like around the same time.
Yeah.
And I don't think we ever worked out together once.
You know what? I haven't seen anyone except for Dwayne.
Yeah, I worked out with Dwayne one time.
But
He gave me a free personal trainer.
Yeah, he just wanted to get rid of those. This guy, we used to work with Dwayne. He bought like a year and a half.
No, they only give you a year.
Oh, well,
They lock you into that.
He got like a year of personal trainers, and like how much he used? Like maybe a quarter.
Yeah, no. See, that happened to me too. I should have learned from him, but it was already too late.
You guys, I don't like to work out with a personal trainer because I'm slow. I'll take long breaks between my sets.
Oh yeah.
I'll take a nap.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I ended up just buying it out because I was like, I'm just gonna waste money. Like,
I mean, I've seen like kids about 14, 15 being at the gym. I find it weird. Like they're there with an adult, of course, but it's just like, are your bodies developed enough?
You know what? I think it's one of those things where it can't hurt. You know, like it's not gonna hurt you. It's good that you're active at that age, but I think the returns are quite low.
Is there an age where it would hurt you? Like what would you say is the lowest?
I mean, I think any kid could probably work out.
Really? Like a 6-year-old?
I mean, they're not. What are they gonna do?
I don't know.
They're gonna lift a 5-pound weight. Like
They could.
They could. Like
get the form going.
I mean, if they want to do it, go nuts. But like, I don't think you should force a kid. I mean, if they're morbidly obese, maybe make them do some
Yeah.
walks,
That's the
portion
thing.
control, that sort of
like
thing.
the kids, if you don't have a disorder, and as you're just a healthy child, I don't understand how you could get morbidly obese at such a young age.
I mean, sometimes like hereditary, right?
Yeah. I mean, like that's what.
Oh,
I mean.
yeah. I don't know. Portion control, man.
Yeah, I mean, like
Sometimes they like sugar too much. I was never a kid
That's
who
true.
liked a lot of sugar, so maybe that's why it was never a problem for me.
my nephew, he doesn't grow. He's like 10 years old, and he's just past my like belly button when I'm standing up.
Oh, dude, it's a thing. It's a thing. Kids are getting shorter now.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is, but
but like I bought like this box of cereal, the mini wheats,
oh, absolutely.
and before I even opened it, it's already torn open from him, right? And then he stayed over
savage.
for the weekend, and he would fill up the bowl full of mini wheats, pour my milk in there, and then he'll eat maybe like 4 or 5 pieces, and then throw the rest out.
Oh, that's a travesty.
And I'm like, "What are you doing, man?" He's like, "Oh well, it's soggy." I'm like, "Well, then you eat
Yeah.
it before it gets soggy," because he sits there and watches YouTube, which brings us back to the
No. When you have cereal and there's milk
That's
in
a
it,
time limit.
exactly. The timer is now on, and you have to eat that as fast as possible.
What's your go-to cereal? Like, do you have one or?
See, lately it's been just Frosted Flakes because that's what my girlfriend likes,
They're good.
and she eats them a lot slower than I do. So
Okay.
like,
But they get really soggy though because they're thinner, right?
yeah. But again, like I'm an animal when I eat cereal.
Okay. Do you eat dry cereal at all?
Fuck that, no.
Really?
No.
Dry Frosted Flakes is pretty good.
Oh, it is. I'm not saying it's bad, but like if I just don't have milk or something, like I just don't eat cereal.
Fair enough.
But the thing is, like, the problem is, like what I like to get is like I get like the really sugary shit. Like I love like chocolate cereals, like Nesquik or like anything like that. I devour. And lately, Sobeys has like chocolate Lucky Charms on sale. Probably because no one buys them, but it's literally like $2 a box.
So you
So
shop.
I'll go buck wild on those.
You shop at Sobeys?
Yeah, because like down the street there's a Sobeys and a Walmart.
Do you find it's expensive at all? Like,
Oh yeah, because they have all the like organic shit.
yeah, is that why?
Dude? Well, I don't know. It's just their thing. Like
Okay.
that's how they're like.
That's just the thing.
They're
We're
like-
just
they're-
expensive. It's our brand.
Well, yeah, like they're like a market now. They're
Yeah.
not like.
I mean,
a
it's like
grocery store.
Whole Foods, right?
Yeah, kind of. But like I don't know. Like I go there and I just look for deals. Like it
Okay.
depends. Like the stuff I buy never typically changes in price.
Because I just got Air Miles, and I'm trying to find like
Somewhere to use it.
yeah.
All I know is LCBO definitely uses Air Miles because they ask me every single time.
But unfortunately, like I'm like I said, I've been going to the gym and trying to get more fit.
Yeah.
So I stopped drinking. So LCBO isn't
Oh.
really. It sucks.
Uh,
I love drinking.
You
Beer
could al-
is great.
yeah. I mean, you can always just do liquor now.
That's true.
Liquor
It's
is-
less fattening, I guess, than.
Well, yeah, you're not drinking an entire thing, right?
Yeah.
Because like beer and stuff, that's all brewed with like wheat and like that kind of shit. So the amount of calories in that is
And that's
quite
why they
high.
call it the beer gut.
Exactly, and that's my problem. But like, if you drink liquor, there's really not that many calories, and it all depends what you put it. Like,
Do you
put
have
it
like a
with.
go-to
like
liquor? Yeah.
Rye and ginger.
Rye.
I really like rye,
Okay.
but I usually don't do that unless I'm at like a bar or something.
Okay, so you don't just drink.
I don't like to get drunk off beer.
Do you drink at home, like just casually, or is
Oh,
it
yeah.
always a social setting kind of thing?
No. I drink at home casually. Like I usually have one
Is
or
it
two.
beer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. If I have beer, it's like one or two.
I have this friend who I work with him in security. Shout out to security.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
he sometimes I'll ask him I'm like, hey man, do you want to grab a beer after work? He gets upset. He's like, why would I drink one beer? Why am I going to waste my money on one beer? If I'm going to drink, I'm going to get
Beer's
shit
good.
faced. I'm
Yeah.
like, you need to relax, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. For me, when I did drink, drinking 1 or 2 beers is a nice relaxer.
Exactly. If I come home from work, that's what I want.
Yeah.
You know.
But like, if you're just drinking to get shit faced, like, I don't know. Like that for me, the hangover's not worth it.
Oh, absolutely not.
It's awful.
Like especially, I don't like again, like liquor is the only thing I'll get drunk off of because it's just like it's just a lot. It's like you know how much fluid you have to take in to
Yeah.
get drunk off beer. It's like you have to drink a lot of beer.
The last time I think
It's
I
a lot
got
of fluid.
shit faced was a wedding. So, I mean that
I can't
kind
remember the last time.
of that was probably a good time then.
No, I just literally
Oh.
actually no, my girlfriend's birthday, but I think I was just really, really high. I don't think I was all that drunk.
That's true. I mean,
That's
a
been the
mixture
problem.
of the two is usually a recipe for disaster.
Although like when I get high, like I don't like I always baby drinks. Like even coffee,
Oh,
anything
okay.
like that, I always baby things. So like I'll drink like 2
Speaking of coffee,
Yeah.
shout out to our sponsor today.
Tim Hortons.
Not really our sponsor, but
We had to pay for our coffee, but
yeah. I mean,
you know.
you start off small. Tim
actually
Hortons.
Jerome paid for my coffee.
I did.
today.
The Tim's gift card.
Oh.
So I don't know how this works. So you use it 7 times, you get the free one, right? But for me, I swear I've used it more than 7 times. I'll pull up to the drive-through.
Yeah.
There'll be like $4, and I'll be like, okay. I pull out my Tim's card. They scan it, and then they give me like immediately after they hand me the debit credit card scanner, right?
hmm
They don't adjust any price, so I think I probably hit 7, and they just like fuck it, pay full price.
I think it automatically takes it off.
Does it automatically take
I'm
it off?
pretty sure.
Oh, yeah. I guess it wouldn't really.
I don't know. You have to check the price before and after.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
'Cause it will say
Price
on the
check.
thing.
I get nervous in lines, like drive-throughs or grocery stores.
Oh yeah.
Like have
Absolutely.
you ever gotten your change back, and then you're trying to put your change back in your wallet?
Oh, and it's like shit.
Yeah,
shit.
and there's people behind you, and you get like this nervous feeling.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's our weird anxiety going on.
Oh yeah, it's a thing. Absolutely, it is.
Where there's a I forgot what it's called, but like there's an effect where it reminds me. Speaking of grocery store lines, where like let's say you're in a line
Okay.
and it's going way too slow,
Yeah.
but you see a line next to you, it's going faster,
Oh.
so you go to that line.
Oh, then it goes slow again.
Yeah, and then the line
Oh,
you just
absolutely.
left starts going fast.
Yeah. It's like you can't go back now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't even try to hop anymore. I'm
I-
just like,
I-
you know what? I've accepted my fate. I pick a line. I'm like, oh, that's it.
I do that with driving actually too. Like
yeah.
I'll be in one lane and the other lane's going faster. I'll hop in the other lane and then my lane will
I
start
do
going
that.
slow.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna hop back and forth. I'll feel like an idiot doing that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Especially I hate when it's in the left because then you're like, I'm a dick right now. So you just get you go to pass someone and then you're like, oh shit, they just sped up, and I don't want to go that fast.
I'm the most like
So,
passive aggressive driver. Like
Oh yeah.
I'm such an asshole when I'm driving. Like when someone's trying for no reason. I don't do it often, but you're gonna hate driving next to me because when someone's trying to overtake me, and sometimes I'll just match their speed. I'm like, fuck it. Or like,
Oh, yeah.
if I see someone like swerving back and forth and they're behind me,
Oh yeah. Oh absolutely.
I'll be, let's say it's a 2-lane road, I'll be in line with the car next to me, so
Yeah.
they can't pass. I'll just
Oh, yeah.
passive aggressively do it.
Honestly, it all depends if they signal or not. If they
Oh,
don't
right.
signal, oh my god. Or if okay, I like to do this thing where like if they start like riding my ass,
Yeah.
I go so fucking slow. It like and I make sure if it's on like it's like single lane road or
Are
something.
you in the left lane when they do this?
No,
or-
like on single lane
Oh,
roads.
okay.
If they start riding my ass
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something, I go unbelievable. Like
Are these
I start
points-
driving as slow as possible.
Are you like when they first approach you? Are you going the speed limit? Are you going over the speed limit?
I never drive under the speed limit.
Yeah,
I'll put
that's
it
fair.
that way. A lot of the time, it's like I'm behind a car and they're riding my ass. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, well, like I don't know what you want me to do,
yeah.
so I'm gonna go very slow and ruin your day.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna make you mad,
Yeah, I do the same thing.
and then eventually they get so mad they start overtaking like 3 cars, and I'm like, you
Yeah,
stupid idiot.
you should never overtake more than one car at a time.
No.
And then like me, I'm like I'll follow the rules for the most part. So if it's like middle of the night country road, obviously I'll overtake a car. But like during the day or whatever, even on a
Yeah.
country road, if it's a solid yellow line, I won't do it.
No. Like absolutely not. Like I don't know.
We're good drivers out here
We're
in Canada.
good drivers. I think it's because we have to take the highway so much, like, or at least we used to. Like, we just had to we had to drive on the highway so much. It was
You
just
don't take the highway to work now, do you?
No, dude. I live like 10 minutes away.
You
Actually,
bastard.
no. I do take a highway. I lied. I do take a highway, just not that long.
I did a shift on Saturday in security. It was a Rolling Stones concert in.
You did that?
Yeah.
Oh, there's
In
a lot of people there.
Burles Creek, which is Oro Medonte, which is near Barrie.
Which is the most random ass place.
Yeah,
For a
I mean,
Rolling
they
Stones
just-
concert.
They use it for the grounds, but I mean, I'm sure there's bigger grounds.
Oh,
Other
was it like a
places.
festival grounds type of thing?
It was.
Oh, okay.
They
I
had
just thought they
a
just wanted a
a
random
lot of
venue.
like obscure Canadian bands, like Glorious Sons,
Okay.
Sloan, the beaches.
Oh, okay. I know Sloan. I don't know the other one.
Yeah, yeah. But they had 2 stages. So they had Sloan and a couple other people at the
Okay.
small stage, and they had Glorious Sons, the beaches, and then Rolling Stones at the large stage. But still, it took me like 2.5 hours to get there from Guelph, Hamilton area.
Yeah.
Right when I got the Highway 400, it was stop and go traffic for 89 kilometers.
Sounds
It
about right.
sucked. And if anyone ever is listening to this podcast and you don't know the 400 highways, I apologize that this may be going over your head.
Oh my god.
But I had someone, I think someone from the States was talking to me, one patron there, and he's just like, oh, there's so many 400 highways, 400, 403, 401, 407. Why don't you just name it Highway 1, 2, 3, 4? I'm like, yeah, why don't we do that, man?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe because there's already highways. Because like
One highway, oh, yeah.
Highway 7, 8. It's
Yeah,
just down,
Highway 6.
down the road.
Yeah, I'm off on
Highway
Highway
6. Yeah. I don't know where 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5 are, but I'm
Nope.
sure they're around.
Somewhere.
They're somewhere. I don't know.
Not near 6, I don't I don't think.
I don't know. I don't make these fucking names up.
Yeah, I mean, like, I live on a concession, and I'm
Oh,
going to
yeah.
be really dumb right now by not researching this question before I ask it. What the fuck is a concession?
Is it just like a farm road or something?
It seems like it. I've seen a lot of deer on that road, which I had to avoid.
Are there farms, fields, and stuff?
There's fields, yeah. There's one field with a tractor.
Nice.
So, I mean,
Maybe that's why.
does
I
that
don't know.
constitute
I
as a
don't-
concession?
We can look up what a concession is. I don't know.
Or like, I remember I did a Bare Naked Ladies concert,
Hmm.
and then they were making fun of the word escarpment, like Niagara escarpment.
Okay, well, you know what? We didn't make the fucking name.
And they're saying, "Oh, Niagara is such a beautiful place, but why name it with such an ugly word like escarpment?"
It sounds fancy. I don't know about
Does it?
ugly.
Does it sound fancy?
It's like escargot.
Escargot.
It's like it's
Like a
French,
French?
or something. Actually, no, because like Canadian French isn't all that fancy. You know.
Fair. I feel like we're very signaling out everyone who's not from the GTA Niagara area.
Yeah. If you have no idea what we're talking about, well, it's unfortunate. Because that's
So podcasts as a medium
okay.
now, like we're trying out a podcast. I don't know if it's working or not, but I mean,
We'll
so
see.
far so good. Yeah.
So far,
And but everyone's getting a podcast. Like it's the wave.
Absolutely.
It's the trend going on right now. Why do you think that's more accessible than I don't know? Like for example, I see a lot of YouTubers going to podcasts.
oh, absolutely.
And a lot like for example, yesterday I was listening to one, and they're saying that people don't want to see like like for comedy YouTubers, they don't want to see sketches or anything anymore, or 6-minute sketches, and it takes like a couple days to
Yeah,
produce and
exactly.
edit it. And then they're saying that a lot of people prefer less production on what they see now.
Hmm.
Like for example, on a podcast, you set up a camera, and then which we don't have budget to more than sponsor us, and like I watch an hour-long podcast of people just sitting around a table talking, and
I know.
So why do you think that's like becoming the thing now?
Well, I think like one of the things primarily that makes like YouTubers and stuff to go to podcasts is like YouTube no longer is financially viable for most people. Like they've killed a lot of the monetization that comes along with YouTube ads.
Okay.
So like most people, like people our age would watch, can't actually get a decent living like they used to from YouTube. So now they're looking for other avenues. So they're also like, okay, I can spend 6 minutes on a video that, millions of people could watch, but I'm not going to make any money off of. Or I could do an hour-long podcast that has to be like very limited like production value and time and effort, right? Like you spend that hour, maybe a little bit of extra time editing, and you're done.
Yeah.
And now you have an hour's worth of content, right? And then I think another thing that has to do with it is because a lot of people are traveling for work now.
Yeah, I was going to say it's
Yeah.
more accessible.
Especially in our region, everything is in Toronto,
Yeah.
right? And no one can afford to live in Toronto. So everyone's driving an hour, 2 hours to work, and radio is just not the same, right? We both learned like radio, like you're going to hear the same songs like in that hour, you're going to hear the same song 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Right? So people aren't listening to the radio like they used to.
Mhm.
Right? So I think that's another reason.
Yeah. And I feel like radio, like I don't really want to shit on it too much, but
No. It has its purpose.
Yeah, but it's like I feel like at least with podcasts, it's more of a raw kind of conversation. You know,
Absolutely.
There's a lot more you could take from it. Radio is for the most part small increments as well, right?
Yeah.
So it's hard to really get into.
Yeah.
Podcasts, it's like an hour long, or whatever. You could get into it. I mean, not everyone has an hour to kill, but
but you can always pause and stuff, right? That's another thing with radio. It's like you have to catch it at a specific time in a specific region, unless you're listening to like satellite radio or something. But there's no pausing and stopping and like that sort of thing, which I think is an attractive thing for podcast apps.
And also, podcasts are more accessible because they. Like I believe podcasts came from like iPods, right? And then going on like the Apple.
Yeah, the Apple
Store.
podcast thing.
But now it's everywhere. Like you see podcasts on Spotify, Audible.
Oh yeah, there's a million places you can get it now.
Yeah,
right?
So it's a lot easier to access. So.
Oh, for sure, absolutely. I don't know. I had another point, but I can't remember.
I thought you were gonna come with some fire right now, and I was like, all right, let me wait for this.
No, but I don't know. I think it's the way things are going. Like Joe Rogan's been like a big thing. Oh my god,
too. Joe Rogan's like one of the biggest names in podcasts.
Yeah, who the fuck, like, that everyone before was like, oh, the Fear Factor guy, the guy who sometimes commentates on UFC, that guy, and then all of a sudden he's doing these crazy like long podcasts with like huge celebrities and stuff, and it's like you're not gonna learn things about these celebrities that you're interested in these 5-minute TV interviews or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna get to the and like it's too I don't know, like when like people are watching on TV, like they're afraid they're watching what they say and stuff on podcasts. Like you look at the Elon Musk thing,
like, he's smoking the joint. Yeah.
Dude, this guy's out of control since that podcast. So like, dude, have you seen his Twitter? He just posts memes and stuff.
I think he actually like lost his position on the board of his company.
He did,
because of how reckless he's gotten. I mean, he's still a smart guy, but like,
I think he still owns it and everything. But like, he's not on the board.
Yeah, but like on the public relations side, he's his PR manager is probably like fucking working overtime for this.
Oh
guy.
Yeah, well, I think everyone likes him. He just like business
wise, he's not.
Don't love him.
No, he's a smart guy. He's a great business owner, but as a public image, he's reckless. Like,
oh, absolutely.
And, and as a CEO, he's reckless. Almost like as reckless as like Trump as a president. Like they say shit they probably shouldn't say or be more liberal or not liberal, but like reserved about. Yeah,
like it can if you have any sort of like conservative view or anything like that, like anything that people might take the wrong way, it's like. No, but like he's just a meme lord now. It's fantastic.
He's great, man. I've been waiting to pick up. I've been hoping to pick up like an autobiography about him because he's so interesting. Like I know that I was reading that he wants to colonize Mars.
I know. Right? Yeah.
And then on the flip side, you also have like Jeff Bezos, owner of Amazon, and a couple other stuff, and he wants to colonize like the moon and make that like a intergalactic like. Gas station. I guess.
All these rich guys just like let's launch shit into space.
I mean, that's kind of what Obama kind of put in their court because he cut funding for NASA.
Did he?
Yeah, and then he essentially just said, I'm going to leave it up to the private sector.
Yeah, which is nuts. We have a private sector for space.
Yeah, I mean, like if billionaires want to get us into space, at least there's a lot less red tape that they have to get through opposed to getting government funding.
Exactly. And then like look at the stuff SpaceX is doing, like Elon Musk's company.
Yeah.
Like did you see that? I think we were working when they did that space launch or whatever.
Yeah, I think so.
And they literally have things where it launches a satellite or the car, when they launch the car into space, they launch that into space and then like what the hell do you call it? Like the thing that launches them comes back and lands perfectly upright in the exact same spot.
They call it, like the Falcon or something.
I can't remember, but like that shit was crazy. It's like that. It's not done before.
I think it's named after the Millennium Falcon.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, is the Falcon X or something?
Yeah, Falcon X, which is
something like that. We could be completely wrong.
Yeah,
but it sounds something like that.
And Jeff, like I'm reading this book where it's like detailing what the short term and the long term plans for space exploration and
Yeah.
humanity and stuff. And like for short term plans, I know Jeff Bezos has this rocket that he's planning to commercialize where it brings you up into space for about like 11 minutes,
Yeah, yeah,
and you feel like the weightlessness, and it's going for like 400,000.
yeah, yeah. You can just go and be like, yeah, I just want to go take a trip into space, whatever. Oh, okay. Speaking of Jeff Bezos, okay. Um, apparently they just released like a patent or something, or they just got a patent for technology so they could do on-demand surveillance. Like you can like say like you go on Amazon and be like, oh, you know what? I just heard something outside of my house. I'm just gonna like pay $20 and drone will come fly over and check it out.
Oh shit!
Yeah, isn't that nuts? You just get like surveillance on people for $20 or something.
When we get Manny on the show, I definitely want to revisit this topic. But what do you think of like companies as a almost like a superpower in the sense that like Google has a big monopoly on stuff,
Yeah.
or Disney has
Yeah, I
a
was just gonna
huge
say
monopoly
Disney
on stuff.
owns like 90% of multimedia companies.
Yeah, like and which means that they control a lot of what we're engaging in.
Yeah,
They
I
have
know.
the final say. So what's your opinion on that? Do you think it's a good thing that?
I don't know. Like it's I would prefer to have things have competition. So like I'm gonna circle back to wrestling, even though like you may not really care, but that's a big thing with wrestling now. Is the WWE pretty much eliminated all competition, and their product is really terrible now. So
Really?
they have some of the best wrestlers in the entire world, but their product is terrible, and people still watch because what else are they going to watch?
Yeah.
Now some smaller things are coming out. Like there's AEW that's all elite wrestling.
Yeah.
That's some ex WWE guys are making that they have like big money behind now.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's ever gonna really be a competition, but like they used to be really good because they would have other companies being direct competitors and stealing their talent and stuff. So they had to do really awesome shows. Now it's terrible because they have no competition.
So I have two examples on that, and I just want to get your opinion on it. The first one being game systems.
Okay.
You have Sony with the PlayStation, you have Microsoft with the Xbox, you have Nintendo with the Switch and everything.
Yeah.
And then you also have Google Stadia, which is now trying to come up.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Like, and then before I ask you the question, giving another example, streaming services.
Mm-hmm.
Everything used to be on Netflix. Netflix
Right.
used to be a big streaming service for
Yeah.
everything. Now everyone sees that you could get profit from making your own streaming service like Hulu,
Yeah.
Crave, HBO. Now Disney Plus is coming out. They have the DC streaming, which is so stupid.
I mean, literally, like no one wanted to watch DC shit before, so that was a terrible idea.
Like, why would you have a streaming like Marvel doesn't? Like, it's all encompassed under Disney Plus. But like people are complaining that now you have to pay for so many different streaming
Oh
services.
yeah, like
So do you think it's a good thing that that they're splitting up, like you were saying with
No.
WWE, or do you think they should all be
No.
encompassed under one kind of majority?
see, I think that was the thing that made TV such a popular thing. Is you would pay a
To get a
set fee
cable.
as high as it is, right?
Yeah.
You pay for cable, and you get a collective thing of channels.
Yeah,
Now you're saying like, okay, I have Netflix, but when The Office leaves Netflix, which they're planning on doing, because NBC has their own thing coming out,
so stupid.
which is dumb. But like, who's getting like? People want to watch like one show, right?
Which
They're
is
not.
it's their highest viewed show, that and Friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, Friends is trash in comparison. I don't care what anyone says. Friends has.
Fight me.
Yeah, fight me. The Office is ultimately better than that shit. But, like, people aren't gonna go and buy that. What they're gonna do is they're just gonna go buy the DVDs instead, or they're just
Pirate
gonna.
it.
Well, they're gonna pirate it, buy the DVDs, or go on iTunes or something. Like, they're not gonna bother.
Yeah.
Because why are they gonna pay like $10-15 a month to watch one friggin' show?
I mean, that's
Like,
what they did
what-
for Game of Thrones.
Yeah, and guess how many people I know have any sort of HBO subscription? None.
Yeah.
I don't know one person with an HBO subscription.
I know one, and I steal it from him. Dwayne.
Yeah, because and like people are just gonna pirate it. Game
Yeah.
of Thrones is the most pirated show in the entire world.
It was. Have you pirated it?
I tried, and then my ISP kept getting mad at me. So.
Yeah, you know, I used to pirate it, and then I kept getting these emails.
Yeah, they're like, "Hey, you need to stop." And I was
Yeah,
like, "Fine,
it's like,
all right."
you need to relax. All right, we're gonna come and arrest you. And then my mom, who has no idea how this works,
Exactly.
she'll be like, Jerome, I got this email, and
Yeah.
it says that they're gonna arrest you. You need to stop.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, Mom, you know how many people pirate? Like, they're not gonna do anything.
Well, it's such a gray area in Canada.
Yeah.
that they don't really enforce it because it's like, while it's illegal to pirate or like it's illegal to distribute copyrighted material, it's not illegal to share it with peer-to-peer sharing sites, right? So that's how the gray area works.
You ever hear that? I forgot where this law is supposed to be implemented, but there's this one thing where it's like prostitution is illegal, but pornography isn't. So if
Yeah.
you set up a camera, you have prostitution, you set up a camera, it's suddenly legal.
Yeah, or where it's like prostitution is illegal, but or it was like soliciting prostitution's illegal, but actually getting it is like not. It's like one of that. It's
So-
something that works
So
like
then
that.
how do you get it if you don't solicit it?
That's what I mean.
Like you just a random lottery draw.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, oh, if it's not solicited, then it's fine. I don't know. I could be completely wrong on that, but there's something that works like that.
Like is this a Canadian law or that you're
I don't know where it is, but
Okay.
I remember hearing like it's illegal to do one aspect of it, but not the other,
okay?
which is completely like, or like strip clubs even.
Law's
It's
a
like
finicky thing.
how does it? I don't know. It doesn't make sense. But like I think that's a thing that people are trying to like fight at this point.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, laws. I recently traveled to Southeast Asia, and like there's so many different laws, like loopholes in laws.
Oh yeah,
that are
absolutely.
crazy. So, and then I think I was reading somewhere. I don't want to say it's Japan, but someone was saying that it's illegal to chew gum because it's illegal to litter, and if you're chewing gum, you're automatically going to litter. Like,
Oh my gosh.
well, first off, I'm the asshole who swallows my gum. So,
Oh my god.
I mean, you ever hear that thing? It's like, you swallow your gum, you're gonna have it in your digestive tract for 7 years. Or something.
It'll slip right out.
Yeah, no,
It'll
like,
slip right out. It's not sticking to nothing.
no.
Like the stickiest bubble gum ain't doing anything. you ever tried to like stick wet bubble gum to something? It doesn't do
It doesn't.
anything.
No, like media has lied to me.
Oh yeah.
Like
oh, yeah.
you see gum stuck to walls or whatever, but that takes some effort.
Mhm.
It's not like you'll just spit your gum
Yeah.
out and it'll stick to the wall.
No,
like,
no,
like
you
you're
have to kinda
fucking
dry it off a little
Spider-Man with
bit.
the mouth or something.
Yeah, you have to dry it off a little bit, and it all depends on the gum too. Like you
Yeah.
think sugar-free sticks? Absolutely not.
Oh, so it's the sugar that makes it
I think.
sick?
Well, yeah, like it makes sense to me. Like I don't know the science behind gum, but like if you, like things that are like really sugary tend to be really sticky.
Okay, that makes sense.
You know,
Yeah,
like candy is always sticky, so I would assume like sugared gum.
that's true. Yeah, no, you're making some
Yeah.
mind blowing.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I could be wrong on this too, but I'm pretty sure sugar-free gum doesn't
Fine.
stick.
You just say it with conviction, and we'll
Yeah.
all believe you.
All right,
Canada Day.
Canada Day, that's day.
So it's like again, I'm gonna sound stupid saying this, but it's like the last Monday of every June. So it's always a Monday, right?
Is it always a Monday?
I think so.
There's no way. I know it's always July 1st.
Okay,
But I don't
then,
know
Then
if
I'm
it's-
wrong.
It's always July 1st.
Okay, so yeah,
So I'm
said,
like, I
was
don't
gonna
think it
sound
can always be a
stupid
Monday.
saying that. So then they just loop it in with whatever is the closest weekend. Then
Yeah, I think you always get the Monday off of work. Like, I
I
think
mean,
the Monday is always the holiday.
isn't it like Victoria Day where it's like May 2/4, but sometimes May 2/4 doesn't fall on a weekend?
Yeah, yeah. So I think you just get
just loop it
you
in
just get a
with-
long weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Who decides if it's the let's say July 1st let's say July 1st is a Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Who decides if it's the long weekend the following weekend or the weekend before? Is it always the following weekend?
I don't know. I don't know.
Asking the hard-hitting questions. I'm sure there's like a very easy answer for this.
I'm sure there's a thing I'm sure we could just Google this.
I'm
but
sure we're
I
just
like
the two
speculation.
like wrongest people on podcasts.
there's
You know,
no
like
way.
you hear
There's no way.
podcasts and they're like health nuts or whatever. Like you should do this or like
Yeah,
like,
there's
don't-
no way.
No, we're all just based off of opinion here on this podcast.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's no fact checking. We have YouTube open, but it's just on the Momo challenge right now, and
Yeah,
there's no sound going into the
yeah.
Adobe Audition.
We'll have to figure. I know how to do that. I thought it would go in. I'm gonna be honest.
That's what she said. Did you did you have any plans for Canada Day?
I don't know. I usually let my girlfriend decide that.
Is it like always a fireworks thing?
Probably, yeah.
Probably.
I don't know. We'll probably go somewhere into town.
I hate I'm the most not inclusive, reclusive, or I just stay in for everything involved.
If I could, I would honestly they've been doing fireworks for the past week. I don't really
Yeah.
care. I just don't care about fireworks.
Yeah, even New Year's, man. I'll be home. I won't go out, and then it'll be 11:59. I'll pause a movie or video game, whatever I'm doing. I'm like, all right, Happy New Year, and then I'll keep playing.
I'll go with people. I would prefer to go to someone's house or something. I don't want to go to a bar and all
That's
that shit.
fair. The worst part about going out on events like that is, for me, going home.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's the worst and best part, because the best part is I get to go home. The worst part is everyone's going home at the same time.
Oh yeah. Oh, and dude, you think Uber's not 10 times the price?
Oh yeah,
Bro, that's okay. Since moving, I pretty much live right downtown now.
yeah.
So all the bars are 5 minutes from the house.
So do you Uber to the bars?
Either that or we'll have a sober person drive.
Well, do you not? Do you
we
never
have a-
just
we have a-
walk to the bar?
It's not that close. It's a 5 minute drive. So, but it's I don't know.
You'd walk if you went to the gym.
Maybe it's possible. If I walked, I wouldn't have to go to the gym.
Yeah, there you go.
And what's awful is there's an LA Fitness 2 minutes from here, and
You know what?
canceled.
I think I went to that LA Fitness.
It smells good.
I don't
Not
like
that
it.
great.
It doesn't look like the LA Fitness. It's like the
No.
black sheep of the LA
No.
Fitnesses.
When they looked at my membership one time, they're like, "Whoa, you went to this club? Oh, the one we used to go to." They're like, "Oh, that's the fancy one." I'm like, "That's the fancy one."
LA Fitness. I went on vacation and I put it on hold, which
Yeah.
is they still charge you $10 a month.
Do they still charge you? That's
Yeah,
horseshit.
and then I actually lost my debit card when I was on
yeah.
my trip, which sucked.
Yeah.
And then I had to put it as not as stolen, because I still needed access to it online, but I had to put it where no money came out, just in case it was stolen.
Right.
So because of that, there's a lot of missed charges from LA Fitness. And then they didn't tell me that. I mean, I should have known, whatever. But
Yeah, but you can't with all the things that you're subscribed to
Yeah.
and everything. It's hard to remember that.
so
right?
then they charged me for missing the payments, and I'm like,
Oh
you know
my
what?
God.
But there's been missed payments for 2 months. Why didn't you tell me last month?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's how it shows up on our system. I'm like,
Well, that doesn't. It's not my fucking problem.
I was gonna make a fitness joke, but
No, you're not gonna.
well, I mean, it didn't really match up. It reminded me of this one pickup line, which is really bad.
Mhm.
And the guy's like, "Hey, girl, I heard you're in the fitness." And the girl's like, "Yeah." And the guy's like, "How about fitness dick in your mouth?" That doesn't really fit in the realm of what we're talking about. But yeah, you could show this podcast to your
That's
kids.
true. You could. They probably wouldn't be very happy with it, but
No.
you could.
Like I said earlier, I was listening to the podcast with my nephew in the back seat, and then they were talking
Yeah.
about some raunchy shit. Do people still have that birds and the bees talk with their kids? I mean, neither of us have kids, so it's a
I don't know.
hard topic to talk about. But
I don't think I ever really had that.
no, that's why we have the internet.
That's what I mean. The internet, with the internet, it brings porn, so it's like, oh, okay, that's how that works.
And
Yeah.
even without porn, there's
it's
so many
schools.
risky shows and movies out there that's
Oh, yeah.
almost the same thing.
Yeah, and I mean, schools pretty much cover that.
Yeah, I showed them the trailer for The Boys.
The boys.
Yeah. If we had audio, I'd say play it right now, but I don't want to sit through 2 minutes of blank nothing. But after this podcast, you got to check out this trailer for The Boys. It's
Okay.
it's on Amazon Prime. I think it's produced by Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg, who did Preacher.
Oh, yeah.
And it's about these 7 superheroes, which are, I think, loosely based off the Justice League,
Okay.
and they don't really answer to anyone, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of very reckless with their powers.
Right.
A lot of collateral damage, people dying, but
Like
accidentally.
every Avengers movie where they
Yeah.
just destroy a city. It's like no one died. No,
So
I'm
then
sure
the
they're
boys come in, and the boys are, I think they're just regular humans, but their job is to kill these heroes.
good. Oh my god.
So I would say check it out.
All
The
right.
trailer, it's
That sounds pretty good.
hilarious. Yeah,
Sounds
I
pretty
can't.
good.
That comes out July 26th or 27. So I'm
bad.
definitely gonna watch it when that comes out.
Yeah, it doesn't sound too bad.
Any other shows you're watching?
Actually,
lately,
I just started one last night. It's called Exhibit A on Netflix.
okay. What was it about?
Basically, it's about like different scientific ways they get evidence
Okay.
that are like completely bullshit or
What?
like can go completely wrong. So like
Is
there's
this documentary or?
it's kind of like a docu-series. So there's like episodes and there's a different topic on each episode.
Okay.
So there's like one that was what the hell was it? There's one about like microscopic like cold case. Like there a lot of them are cold cases, so like they're using technology that like they're trying to go back 20 years or something and be like, "Oh, this happened because I'm using this specific technology," right? So the first episode was about this guy who's untrained in some software, but the software basically you could like tell it measurements within a photo and it would give you the measurements of everything else. So they could like so there was this guy who was like fucking 6'4", and in the video there's a guy who's definitely like way shorter, but they convict this other guy because the cops didn't like him. But this expert was completely untrained with his program, saying like, "Oh, no. See if like I can see all the other measurements, so now I can tell this guy's 6 foot, whatever."
Did this just come out on Netflix or?
Yeah, I think it's a new release.
And it's like, so you're saying like the episodes aren't really connected, so you could just kind of hop in.
No, any of the episodes. Like they're like
Okay.
30 minutes. It's not a big commitment.
I started watching this show called Euphoria on HBO,
Okay,
and
can't watch that.
yeah. I mean, like I said, I just steal
Yeah.
Dwayne's Crave account, which
That's
has it.
fair. Yeah, that's what everyone I know who has it is just Crave.
Yeah. So Euphoria, it's Zendaya's the star. I think they only have 3 episodes out right now,
Oh, I saw a preview for it.
and it's actually I think it's produced like one of the producers is Drake, which is completely out of left field, but whatever.
Okay.
Which and let me just say, having a production title, it's so vague. Like,
Oh, yeah.
how much do you have to really do to get a production title or executive producer?
Executive producers can do literally nothing and just be like,
Yeah.
"Here's some money.
I know.
I'm executive producer now."
I could buy coffee for the set one day. I'm,
Yeah.
like, I'm an executive producer. I've
Yeah,
contributed
if
to
they
the funds.
if they contribute enough money, they can just be called
Yeah.
an executive producer. I'm sure that's what Drake did.
Yeah, but it's I don't know. It's they call it like a high school kind of thing, but it's very
Right.
raunchy and a lot of
Okay.
drugs.
Oh, nice.
But since it's HBO, the production value is great. And then
Oh yeah.
I'm not a lighting guy. John is, so this would be a
Yeah.
good thing for him to watch. But one of the comments was saying that it's like a gaffer's wet dream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's just all like lighting and stuff.
Oh, like apparently the lighting is great. Like I mean, like, it is, but I can't appreciate it as much
Yeah,
as a
yeah,
lighting
yeah.
guy can. Like, what's your background? I guess in broadcasting. By the way, we Adam and I both had broadcasting backgrounds.
Most of my stuff was like editing, but now I'm a TV producer.
Oh, so you just buy coffee for this?
That's not completely wrong, but no one drinks coffee but me. So I used to have
What?
Okay, this is the
They can
really-
never be on the show.
no they're
coffee
not-
drinkers
No,
only.
absolutely not.
Yeah.
So like okay, when I first started, I'm not going to say the company because they have a
Oh, of
lot of
course.
like
Yeah, yeah,
policies
yeah,
and
yeah.
shit.
It's Tim
All I'm-
Hortons.
All I'm going to say is they're a pretty big company. Yeah, and I produce stuff at like a local level. So I'm a mobile producer. So it basically means at the company I'm at, it means I do everything.
Yeah,
Because like,
it's a local, so they gotta
You have a
stretch
lot
the
of-
resources.
yeah, they sure do. But it's like a lot of volunteers and stuff. So I'm like, one of the few paid staff on the show. So technically I do buy all the food. However, though, when I first started, I used to work with a bunch of people that drank coffee. It was awesome. We'd share coffee.
At this same company.
Yes, at the same company.
Okay.
They all they all since left because this company is a little bit bullshit.
Okay.
So it's only a matter of time. But again, I can't be more specific than that. But we used to like someone would pick up coffee one day, and then you get like how we used to do, right? Like one person would be like, hey, I'm gonna bring coffee today. What do you want, right?
Yeah.
We used to do that all the time, or we'd go out on a shoot or something and be like, oh, let's go get some coffee beforehand. No one fucking drinks coffee anymore. So I can't just be like, oh, let's go and get coffee before a show because then I'm that guy.
Yeah.
It's like I'm the only one getting something.
Yeah. And
it
like
sucks.
when you buy coffee for everyone and like no one drinks it, it hurts.
Yeah. And dude, I'm not buying coffee for anyone but myself, man.
Fair enough.
Like no one drinks coffee. There's like one other guy that drinks coffee, but he doesn't. He's in the office. He doesn't come out on shows.
He doesn't need coffee. We need the coffee.
Yeah. So and even with volunteers, like none of them fucking drink coffee. So I'm like, I'm getting coffee for myself all the time. It's absolutely outrageous.
For me,
it's upsetting.
Speaking on the topic of coffee, I think like anytime after 5 o'clock, if I have coffee, I fucked myself for the night.
Oh, you haven't drank enough coffee.
Like I'm done. Like I had coffee last night at like 7.
Yeah.
I didn't go to sleep till 6 in the morning.
Oh, dude, that's early. I don't even wake up till like 2 or 3 sometimes. So like.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean you work late anyways, right?
Oh yeah, like the thing is with my work, it's like I have shows on certain days.
Yeah.
So it's up to me to like fill my 40-hour work week. So if I don't feel like going in till 3 o'clock, it's on me. I got to work till late, but
and then if you constantly go in at 3 o'clock, internally, that's what your body's internal clock would be.
Yeah, well, it's all over the place because then I'll have shows that are at 9 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Right? So then I got to wake up for those. But like, yeah, I don't know. It's weird because like I have days that are like 15 hours long sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, like I since I work security, a lot of the events are at nighttime. So I usually, whenever I do work, it's usually till later in the day. But for me, it just sucks when you wake up and it's like 1 or 2 p.m. and you're just like, fuck, there's the day. Right?
Oh, I don't like waking up that late. I'm just saying I have the ability to. So like, a lot of the time I will.
Yeah.
Because I just can't help myself. I'm
but
not a morning person.
You're off for the next few days, right? Or are you back on tomorrow?
I'll probably go back in tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Making
for a while, like, because I'm on salary, so like my hours, like they don't want to pay us overtime.
Yeah.
So basically, we have to use up any extra hours.
Yeah.
So basically, you get free vacation days if you work too much. So I had like 20 hours to use last pay period.
Okay.
I finally did it, so now I have no more overtime. So now
Must
I have
be
to,
nice.
Well, now I have to work 40 hours a week.
Fair enough.
I mean, yeah, it's really easy to do that though.
I don't think
I've
ever had a job with paid overtime. I mean, not paid overtime, paid vacation this month.
Paid vacation?
Yeah.
I have paid. I haven't used one day since I started.
How dare you?
There's
literally people starving in Africa. Okay, use your paid vacation.
I literally can't sometimes because I work overtime and then I'm like I have to use that before I use my vacation. So like I literally have to take 2 weeks off this summer, but I don't know when it'll happen.
I feel like this isn't really a problem.
See, okay, yeah, it's not a problem. It's a good problem to have, but it's also like my boss is almost getting mad at me. He's like, you need to take vacation because I got like 3 weeks. So it's like. But there's no point during like the summer where I can take it.
Yeah.
And I can't like once the hockey season starts.
Oh,
that's one of my main things.
Just super busy.
So I work strictly just nothing but overtime basically.
Yeah.
So I'm always working. So there's no time like I can't take those things off because I'm the only one who knows how to do those particular things. So yeah.
Like you said before, the resources are stretched thin. So
yeah, it's also just the talent we have there.
No name company.
No name company, but some of the talent we have there wouldn't really be able to.
Fair enough. So talent is a term used loosely.
Yeah.
So in the future, like I said, we're planning to have some more interesting people than us too. Maybe some more successful people.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Yeah, I mean, this is really just us catching up on.
Oh yeah. Just getting some topics knocked down. Maybe we'll hook up YouTube to the audio, so you'll hear.
Oh, I can definitely do it. If I realized like 5 minutes before we started, I probably could. But here we are.
Hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's end it off here, and yeah, next time I'm hoping maybe we get John or Manny.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
I like that.
And like these guys are talkers, more so than us.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And this is us on coffee.
This is us on coffee. That's right. If I
Yeah.
didn't have coffee, this wouldn't be happening. I think we'd be done like 20.
I think we should just
30
do a
minutes ago.
podcast where we just like snort a line of cocaine before.
Yeah.
Then we'll have.
You
a
know
lot
what we
to
could
talk
do?
about.
Let's just do a complete coffee episode. Sample stuff.
Sample. Oh,
Blind
go
coffee
to,
taste test. That
what's
sort
it?
of thing.
What's that? It's a Keurig kind of coffee
Yeah.
store. I went to
yeah.
that for the first time in Toronto,
Yeah.
and you go in and they sell a bunch of different Keurigs,
Yeah.
and then
Oh.
it's also a cafe.
Oh.
I forgot what it's called,
Oh.
but it's
we have
really
we have a
good.
discount place. It's just walls and walls of different Keurig cups.
Ooh,
I don't have a Keurig machine though.
no, I have. Is K cup the same thing as Keurig? I don't know.
Yeah,
I have
K cups are the cups that you use for
Okay.
Keurigs.
I have some. I forgot what it was, but I have
Yeah.
something else.
No, we have we have a bunch of like fancy schmancy like cafes around here.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah.
we'll catch you next time. And hopefully.
Hopefully you enjoyed this.
Yeah,
I don't know
hopefully.
what this is, but hopefully you enjoyed it.
Yeah, this is round one of hopefully many more to come.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll figure out a name.
Hopefully we'll say hopefully again.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Hopefully see you later.
Peace.
Bye.